Looking out my back door. There we go. I think this is an easier way to mix the white wine and the Fanta. Welcome back to my horror movie recommendation series. Today is day 21 and I'm recommending a movie that is not good. It's actually a piece of crap, but I love this. It's like a piece of crap when it's the best. And it's called Forced, Loved of the Damned. And this is another Brian Yuzna movie. The guy who has worked a lot with Stuart Gordon produced some of his movies, as well as directed the sequel of Reanimator that I love. But this thing is like so bad. It's fucking bad. It has some poor taste in it as well, like some extremely poor taste. And yet I love this thing. Now this is very similar to like the Spawn movie, and I think it was called like a rip-off of Spawn because it came like out shortly after the movie of Spawn. But this one is also based on a comic book, and I cannot remember if the Spawn comic or the Forced comic came out first. But who gives a fuck? It's like the movie is like, as I said, the guy is like a superhero kind of thing, like anti-hero. Fuck. We follow a guy whose girlfriend was killed by the mob, and he then makes a deal with the devil to get like the power to get revenge on the mobsters who killed off his girlfriend. And he turns into Devil Man or Force Man, I'm not sure what to call it, but it's glorious nonetheless. And he has these like big spikes he can shoot out of his hand to like cut people up with. And yeah, there's like some fighting when he like gets his revenge on the mobsters and like tries to go out and be like sort of a hero, rescues a woman. And yeah, he ends up getting like caught by the police and is like in an asylum where he meets another woman who he teams up with later when he escapes because he's trying to like redeem himself and like get loose of the powers of the devil, because the devil has some parts. I'm not even sure he is the devil. He's played by what's his name? Andrew DeVoe, the guy who also plays the Djinn in the Wishmaster. So like another like horror icon in my world at least. Love that voice. And he plays like Mephistopheles, who's like, isn't that just another name for the devil? So yeah, he's trying to stop the devil who's trying to do a ritual so he can summon another devil, a demon, to the world. And yeah, it makes no sense. We also have one of my favorites, Jeffrey Combs, who plays like a minor role as the police detective in the movie. I cannot remember what happens to him. He's there in the beginning, but I cannot remember like suddenly he's not there, and I don't remember if he died or something. But hey, he's in it. So if you're a Jeffrey Combs fan, another movie with him in it. Now the best thing this movie has going for it is the practical effects, because they look fun. I was about to say fine, but they look fun. It's probably the better word to use for this. Super fun, and there's some CGI that doesn't look great, but I think it's like on par with like the Spawn movie with how bad the CGI was in that. Maybe a little worse, but on par with that. It also has some like very questionable acting and some very aggressive editing style that is just so crazy. This is like a headache inducing, but I mean this in a good way, believe it or not. Forced is another movie that you put on with your friends and like laugh at how ridiculous everything is. So yeah, give this one a chance. It's not good, it's awful, it's so has so much poor taste in it, especially like with a plot element near the ending, and I love it. I just love it in that way. So yeah, this has been day 21 of my horror movie recommendation series. Hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and until then, take care.